Hey guys, welcome back to the Holy Mess Express. I'm Olivia,
I'm Catherine.
I'm Devin.
and we're so glad that you decided to jump back on this train with us this week. Excuse my hair, excuse my everything. Shining star in the background. I don't know what's happening. But it has been a true Holy Mess day. So I'm thankful for time to just be able to sit here. I haven't even shared with them everything that's happened today.
No, I'm ready.
I look like I've been in a fight, but I'm just not going to look at myself under the thing. Anyways, it's all good. So just like every time, we're going to start out with our Holy Mess Express. Devin, you go first because I don't know. I just got to process actually being able to sit.
Okay, mine's not big. We were just talking about how me and Catherine don't really have much this week to share. But mine's another kitchen incident. It wasn't really an incident, not like cutting my finger last week. But I was attempting to make bread this week, sandwich bread.
I saw that. I literally just saw that.
It was really good. The mom I nanny for, she gave me the recipe. She makes it all the time. And she's like, it's super easy. It's really hard to mess up. Like, I was like, great. Okay, perfect. So you mix like water, yeast, and honey. So I mix that first. And the instructions, it's like, wait 10 minutes till it gets foamy. I was like, this ain't looking foamy. I'm not really seeing any foam coming to the surface. But y'all know me and ChatGPT, my best friend. So
I was literally like, this sounds like the biscuits.
It literally is the biscuit. So I sent Chat a picture. I'm like, is this right? Like, can I go ahead and add the rest? And Chat was like, yeah, you see the little stuff like foam in there. That's the active yeast. I was like, okay, perfect. Add all my other ingredients. It's like, knead it, cover it with a damp towel for an hour. It should double
Is this
in
all
size.
in one day? All in one day?
Yes, this was this afternoon.
Okay.
It should double in size. I'm like, perfect. I've seen it, where they punch the dough. It's like all big and fluffy and they punch it down.
Yes.
That was in the instructions. Punch the dough down after it doubles in size. Why did I check after an hour? Nothing had happened to the dough. No doubling, nothing.
Just sitting there.
I was like, okay. So then it says take it out, roll it, and then put it in the loaf pan. Let it sit for another hour and it should double in size again. I was like, well, it didn't even double in size the first time.
Right.
But I'm going to just keep going, put it in the pan, let it sit for another hour. Of course, nothing changed about it. So I'm like, I don't know what I did wrong, but I baked it and it turned out fine.
Hey, it looked like a whole loaf of bread. Was that the same
What?
thing?
Like, yes.
Well, I mean, that just goes to show you keep trusting that process.
I know it tasted fine, but like every step of the way, I was like, I need to quit. Like, this is not going to turn out because nothing looked the way it was supposed to. I was like, I've seen this on TikTok. I've seen this on TikTok before, and this is not looking like what other people's looks like. But it turned out okay. So,
well, I mean, now you got you some sandwich bread.
Now I got sandwich bread. I know.
I'm cracking up.
That was that.
Shout out to ChatGPT for always getting you through, though.
Always. Because I
It
probably
helped me unclog the drain tonight. So, like, Caleb was
it
going
literally
on.
does everything.
It does. And I was like, why is there water pulled up in my sink? And I know why, because we don't have a garbage disposal, but we act like we do. I say we, as in I and the kids.
I could not live without my garbage disposal.
I've never had one. And it's always been fine, but something about this house. And anyways, I chat GPT what to do and it worked. It was just like, it's probably clogged. It's probably got like soap scum in it. So, I mean, obviously I'm going to have to go in. Caleb's going to have to go and undo the screws and do it. But I was very proud of myself because I went back to the deployment days of he was hunting. He wasn't home. Got to figure this out. Like, put your big girl pants on. You need the sink and you got to do it. So I did it. I was very proud.
Good for you.
I tried using Siri, like ChatGPT the other day. Like, so let down. I was like, Siri, why don't you know this? Like,
I know.
Literally.
Asking ChatGPT, but it don't come through like it is.
That's like I feel like Alexa's the same way. I don't know if y'all have an Alexa, but I'll be like,
MK loves using her.
I don't in my house. A question, and then I'm like, no, I need to go to chat because Alexa's not doing it for me.
I was so let down. That's so funny that people.
I know.
Amy Kate's over there. We're in Caleb's office yesterday, and she's got an Alexa at Sheila's house. So she's using, like, we had to go print stuff for the church Christmas play before everybody got there. And she's like, Alexa, what's your favorite color? She's like, I already know what it is. I can't even remember. And then she's like, Alexa, what's your favorite animal? She's like, platypus. Before it even like said it, I'm like, Alexa just, it's like, I don't know. I never really thought of it in my head, like that they were different. I always thought like, no, I'm sorry. I thought the opposite. Like I thought each Alexa was different. But Alexa's just the same. Like she's the same girl in everybody's house. I don't know how I feel about Alexa. I ripped her out the walls when Caleb was gone the first time because she started like talking during the. I was like, they're gone, and I think we like threw them away when we moved when we moved back to Greenville, and then Caleb got one at the church, and I was like, "Yeah, you keep that here. Don't bring that back home." I guess I don't know. I don't know where to start with Molly Mess Express. It's not really. Some of the people that were with me today are probably like laughing, but so we do these flex groups at our school. We do these small groups, and we were trying to get somebody to come in and like model it, and it was totally okay. Like I don't want to share her Holy Mess Express, but like it just didn't work out for her to come today, and it was just funny because we went through all the things to get it, and it was like, yo, I don't think she's coming. And so one of my friends was like, "It's gonna be okay. Like, just stay calm." I was like, "Do I normally rage out? Like, do I normally like spiral that bad?" But honestly, it ended up being like a blessing in disguise because we already had it all set up. Everybody was already planning to come together. And we don't really get to do that a lot as a K2 team, and like we need to. And so we were able to sit there and like help each other. We were able to talk through the plan. I don't know why I'm not making eye contact with y'all. I'm literally just trying to think about what all happened. Like, I'm trying to give y'all the short version so it doesn't bore you. But like in my mind, I'm like, I knew this was gonna happen to me. The one thing like that I'm in charge of is gonna happen. Like, whatever. It's not gonna work out the right way. But at the end of the day, everything I wanted to happen happened. Like I wanted people to understand that. So I guess it's not really like funny Holy Mess Express. It's more or less like a bad luck Holy Mess Express. I don't even know how to put it into words. And then I don't know, a lot of different things just kept happening continuously. And I can't even remember them all, which is great for y'all's sake because I could have sat here and probably talked and talked and talked. But I think what I took away, not to get in that segment yet, but I was like, God was working because this morning I prayed, like when I woke up, I was like, God, please just guide this meeting. I had like a lot of anxiety about it last night. We all were talking about how we just kept waking up and tossing and turning and we didn't know why. And like, cause really we're trying to get everybody on board with using small groups with Fidelity. And that's a big thing. Like you're stepping on you're not telling people how to do their job, but you're suggesting things. And like that can get a little iffy sometimes. And so having somebody from the outside do it was going to be easier. But when that didn't happen, it was kind of like, we're not going to waste this time. And I think that God kind of was working because we were able to have conversations that we don't normally get to have. I don't know. That's just my little Holy Mess Express.
Yeah.
Not super. I'm just dead though from all the things.
This weather does not help.
I know. I was about to say, I feel like we're all so gloomy today.
Yeah.
We're all
I've yawned like 5 times. I'm so
feeling
sorry.
it. I know.
No, it's
It's
okay.
okay. I'm sure the viewers feel the same way. We're all
We're
just
literally
ugh,
making it, surviving.
Yeah.
making it. And I can't
We're-
believe it's Halloween week.
I think that's it too. These kids are turned up.
And
And
then
like,
October's just gone way too fast.
yeah.
I think I also took 2 ADHD pills today. Like on accident, not intentional. Like, don't get it twisted, y'all. But I took I can't remember.
Yeah.
So that could be another reason why like I'm like just like, like, and then I'm like, because I was like, did I take my medicine today? I was like, I really gotta take my medicine today so I don't waste anybody's time, like in this meeting. And so then I was like, I don't think I did. So then I was talking to a girl at work. So then I took one. Then I was talking to a girl at work. I was like, I think I actually took 2 like your body can absorb over a certain milligram, thank God. But it definitely was a higher dosage than what it was back to my old dosage. So that's okay. But maybe I need that. Not really. But I don't know. Let's get to the best part of the Holy Mess Express. How has God been working on you this week?
Not this week, but I feel like God has just made me very focused on Him each day. Like, I feel like one of my goals in moving down here to Charleston was like, I wanted to get plugged into community and Bible study and like be consistent and read my Bible. And I truly do feel like I'm at that point where I wake up each morning and I'm like, okay, I can't wait to get the word in this morning. And just like, I don't know, I feel like the past month or so, I've just seen a huge difference in my day to day, just attitude and how I'm feeling because I've made like reading my Bible in the morning a priority. And I make it a goal to wake up before chapel and do it. And I feel like God's just really blessed that and really helped kind of refocus me on Him. Yeah.
That's great.
That's perfect.
It's just good when you like commit to something and you can see the fruits of it,
Yeah.
and you can feel God working in you to change you. Yeah.
Well, that's great, Devin. I feel like I've definitely felt God tugging on me a lot more too. But what I wanted to say that has been like on my mind is there was a sermon either last week or a couple of weeks ago when Caleb talked about like not letting fear stop you from sharing his word. And I just like the podcast and Bible study when I'm asked to lead, all the things. I'm very fearful. I'm like, I don't know enough. Like to lead people or to like speak about it and
Mhm.
share my faith with people, but like he doesn't need perfection. Like he needs willingness. And
Yeah.
I have been like holding on to that is like I need to be willing because he's going to lead me when I get out there and I'm trying to lead a small group or I'm trying to speak on the podcast. Like it's not in my hands anymore. It's in his. So I was struggling with that, but reminding myself that I just need to be willing and not perfect.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I think that one's so good. And like that kind of flows into what I was leaning into this week too. Of I read the story of Esther and like once again, like this new lens and perspective of like Esther had to be willing. Like she did not want to. And like kind of looking at the background of that story, like if you haven't read the story of Esther, oh my gosh, it's so good. But he's always at work. And I feel like her being placed there at that time, like for such a time as this, is something we always say. Just the molding of it wasn't, I think of the story of Esther as like boom, 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 like it just happened, like kind of like the 30-minute Veggie Tales episode. But like really, this happened over a period of time. And like she was molded into who God wanted her to be.
Mhm.
And like not necessarily I say molded, but like God gave her everything she needed. She gave her cousin Mordecai, like I never really thought about that. Like he was like a mentor to her. He raised her. And then he was the one who helped her have that boldness to speak when it was time to speak up and let the king know like what they were trying to do to her people. Like essentially like he listened and like let somebody make a decree to like kill her people, like she was a Jew. And I think, I'm still getting that far. But she like they wanted those people, like God's people, taken out. And the king agreed to it, not thinking. And like she had to stand up for herself or for her people, and not only her people, herself. Like if you take them out, you're taking me out. And she could have gone one or two ways. Like he could have taken her out, but he decided to listen to her. And like God had given her everything she needed for that one particular moment. And I just think about all the moments that we're thrown into. Like today, I didn't elaborate a lot just for the sake of, other people. Like I don't want to talk about their holy mess. But afterwards, I receive and I'm not bragging or anything, but y'all know how I get. And y'all know how I walked in tonight to the studio, like I tried to remember like who I'm reflecting. And like it was, oh, I know you're so mad. I know I'm like, actually, no, I'm not, because it equally could have been me. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
um, and so I feel like for such a time as this is like people are looking for real, authentic people.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I'm with that, but like a lot of times I just hear that in the back of my head, for such a time as this, for such a time as this. Um, I have this written down. That's why I was cracking up in my journal. But Ephesians 4:23. So like I had journaled about Esther, and this could have been from two separate days, y'all. But I put that attitude nope, like in all caps. And I was like, we have to allow the Holy Spirit to renew our thoughts and like take away that bad attitude and put that new attitude in, giving us a spirit that reflects Christ. And so how I was tying that all in was for such a time as this is he equips you with the Holy Spirit. And I feel like that's something we just continue to say up here because it's so true. Like so, so true. And the same, like I really want to be the same everywhere that I am. And I think that that's something I'm trying to do
Yeah.
this week.
Yeah.
We'll see. I think that's just kind of, I don't know, a common theme for the
Yeah.
for every like I'm seeing it everywhere. Like on every
Mhm.
podcast I listen to, every Facebook scroll or like influencer,
Mhm.
whatever. It's like the for such time as this, but also like let the Holy Spirit guide you. Like a lot of Christian
Yeah.
influencers are out there preaching that too.
Mhm.
That's great.
Can I just say that I noticed, you know how last week, I'm just
Mhm.
gonna throw it out there, when
Yeah.
we did you clicked like more eye contact. I noticed how bad I am at eye contact. Like,
It's fine. It is totally
when I'm
fine.
talking,
Me too.
like, because I'm trying so hard to focus on what I want to say. I'm like, and I did
That's
it
funny.
at Bible study, and I do it when I'm in like deep conversation with people, and I'm like, people are probably like, ma'am, can you please look at me? Because this is awkward.
No, but they're not.
No, but then sometimes like I'll have conversations with people who do give me direct eye contact the entire time, and I'm like
But
I'm the
then,
same way because I'm like, please don't stare at me the entire conversation.
well, at least I don't give you those feelings, but I sure do walk away from conversations like I did not look that person in the eye, not once, not once.
That's funny.
I'm dead. I do think this is like new for us of the whole video.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I love it. I love it. Like tonight, I might go back and like rewatch this and be like, oh my goodness. But that's the Holy Mess Express. Like it can't be,
Mm-mm.
like it would not be the Holy Mess Express if every single one of
We're
these were absolutely perfect.
No.
we're
Because if
real,
they were, right, we're real.
real and
And
messy over here.
real life struggles, real life thoughts though, I think that's my favorite part about this whole like community. And also
Mhm.
is like hearing, my goodness, we forgot the listeners, whatever. The listeners Holy Mess Express too. This week a couple people commented, like one girl commented on the Spotify.
Uh-huh.
She was like, she wasn't receiving emails from the scout leader. She was asking her husband. Her husband was the one who took her or took the little boy to scouts. And she was like trying to figure out why they weren't getting the information. Like she was like, what is happening? So then she ended up like messaging them. And then they like, I guess responded back. I don't know, I might be annihilating it. But like they responded back and like they'd been sending the emails to her husband the whole time. Because he had put his stuff when he filled it out. And like he just wasn't thinking to like check it like it was like a personal one or something. I was like,
So funny.
that is something that would happen.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Like that did happen to us during soccer season. But Caleb is very much in his emails. So
Yeah.
he would just forward them to me. And I was like,
Right.
how much easier would it have been if you would have just put my email? So
That's funny.
I think it's funny. And she was like, but I've got to humble myself and tell them I'm sorry. Like
Yeah.
we were receiving the emails and yeah.
Just
So
not the right parent.
Right. So going into this week, what's one thing that we want the listeners to like hold on to? Like last week, it was like be still. I feel like we all kind of did good on that, a little bit too much so to the fact that we're like super still tonight.
We are still tonight. I've been reading Daniel as
Mhm.
part of VSF. I think we talked about it a couple weeks ago, right? Meshach,
Mhm.
Shadrach,
Yes.
Abednego.
Yes.
So I'm still in Daniel, and I've
Okay.
never read Daniel before, but like he has all these visions and like he interprets
Mhm.
people's visions. But like the consistent theme is that he's faithful to God no matter what. Like even when the king is like, okay, no one's allowed to pray. They can only pray to my idols and my gods and my things. And all the people were like, well, we know Daniel's going to pray, so let's go ahead and get him in trouble. And he
Right.
did because he was faithful to God. But I don't know. I really enjoyed reading it and it's amazing how faithful he is, no matter what. But it also talks a lot about like the rise and fall of different kingdoms,
Mhm.
and that like God's kingdom is the only one that will last forever. So like
Exactly.
his kingdom is eternal. Every single earthly kingdom and king and president and governor and senator and whoever, they're all going to fail eventually and
Right.
fall eventually.
Right.
But and I feel like everyone always says like, oh, the way the world is right now.
Mhm.
I think it's very easy to see what's going on in the world and think that. And I'm sure
Right.
people thought the same thing for hundreds and hundreds of years. Like
It was very cool.
there's been world wars, there's been mass destruction and mass
Right.
genocide and all these things.
Mm.
But just knowing that through all that, and like Olivia, it's like what you're saying, like we were made for such a time as this, and like
Right.
God's kingdom is eternal and will last, even as these earthly kingdoms crumble.
100%.
So just
For sure.
trusting that like this is not our eternity, like this is not our forever home.
Exactly.
And yeah, it's really easy to get caught up in that, but knowing that our kingdom is in heaven.
I love that. Like,
Really good.
love that because
It literally
this
is having
morning
me digging right now.
it's what?
It's having me digging back into stuff we were talking about.
Yeah,
And it just gets you on fire, man.
it does. And like that was my prayer this morning, like after not sleeping and like praying. I know that I was like, I know you think I'm a hot. I literally told, I was talking to God. I was like, I know you think I'm a hot mess today, and you can come back at any time you want, like anytime now. And I say that like jokingly, but like 5 years ago, I would have not prayed that prayer because I would have been scared to death for him to come back. Like honest to God, with y'all, like I wasn't ready. I wanted more time with my kids. I don't like the thought of not. I didn't like the thought of us not all living together. I don't know. It just
Yeah.
scared me. Like, and I'm like, what do you mean I'm not gonna be married to Caleb? Like, that's a whole nother thing. But
Yeah.
I didn't like that. And that showed like I was putting my family as an idol of that was like nothing compares to what it's gonna be like with him. Nothing. And I think that what you said, like all the stuff here is gonna fail us and cause us chaos and holy messes. But one day there's gonna be like I can't even imagine. Like I don't know, it makes you get emotional of like
I know.
you're not gonna have we're not gonna have yes, we're gonna have the Holy Mess Express in heaven, but in a whole different way. And like it's just gonna be so great. I just can't wait for that. But I also love saying like, we can't get caught up in like, well, I wish you would come right now because I hate my life. You know, like
Yeah.
no, I want to come see you because I'm filled with so much joy by you and I just want to be near you all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I feel like there's just a whole shift there. And I feel like it's okay if you are listening and are at a point of you're scared for Jesus to come back. But I also feel like that is something that we should self-reflect with of what does our relationship with Jesus look like if we are scared for him to come back? You know, that has been on my heart lately. Like as much as we like to joke around and stuff,
Yeah.
it is important what you're doing with Jesus and
Mhm.
letting him work through you and in you. And there's no reason to be scared because heaven's going to be the best. I don't know. I listen to that song like Homesick for Heaven. And then there's a song by Kane that talks about heaven. And hearing my kids talk about it, like they're not scared to go to heaven right now. Like it's just so pure and sweet of there's no fear of like dying at this point of them. I don't know. There's like a fear of me dying. But then they, at this point of their life, are not scared of that. They're scared of everything else. It took me a long time to get in the studio with you guys because they wouldn't fall asleep. I was like, what'd y'all do? Watch Chucky this weekend without me looking? Who's Chucky? Never mind. Never mind. I shouldn't have said that. I let my emotions get the best of me. But anyways, see, I'm talking too much. But I feel like that turned out for the good. I don't know.
It did.
But so let's lean into that this week. That this world is not forever. That Jesus is waiting there for you. I feel like he's very excited for us to be with him. And so just that question of what are we doing with Jesus and that this world is not our home. So don't get caught up in this is the worst time to live in ever because for such a time as this.
Yep.
So we love you guys. I will look much more put together next week. I promise. And I won't be as let me not promise. I won't be as draggy next week. Let me say that. I'm going to try to sleep this week. But anyways, we love you guys. Oh, and Kelly Cannon. We're so happy that you won.
Yeah.
That was great. That was so much fun. So join us next week. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram. We love you guys. And we'll see you soon.
Bye.